Yo, what's up, beautiful weebs? Welcome back. We have Black Butler again. I actually have time to edit now, and that's something. I have free time? What is that? I don't understand. And I am just here having a grand old time. Last we left off, Sebastian and Snake found a... Sorry, let me get this a little closer so you can really hear everything about my voice. Found a secret area. It's not a compartment is the word I want. It's not it. A secret room, a secret passageway. And we have no idea where it leads. I'm very excited to see what happens. And I guess, why not just jump into this heckin' episode? But before we do that, I want to say thank you again to everyone who stopped over at Patreon. It's so humbling to see, like, the amount of people who just check it out go up. It's amazing. And for those astute observers, the Patreon videos are nearly identical to the ones uploaded on YouTube, because for some reason YouTube is just totally fine. But I just added this to the beginning of the video, which means that it won't be, just despite me. But checkmate, YouTube. Guess what is not despite me is the fact that now I have actual reason to upload to Patreon and make money that way.
It must go far down indeed.
Perhaps, but it's too dark to know for sure, Oscar adds skeptically.
Butler! Were my instructions not clear enough for you? Or perhaps you do not know your right from your left?
Yeah, forgive me.
I am left speechless. There's certainly commentary to be put here, but like why though? Why is that what Wolf decides to say? You know what I mean? Do you not know your right from your left? Do you not understand? I understand that Wolf is currently demasculated by the fact that Sebastian is good at everything, and Wolf is... To be fair, Wolf is also not good at being a butler. Not very good, because there are certain things that you would do as a butler that he's just not living up to. And, you know, I guess I'd be angry too. And then when you're angry but you don't have a reason, you gotta fling insults. Like, what are you, stupid? You don't know your right from your left, idiot?
This castle is just ever so complicated. Might I ask what awaits down this stair?
Oh, you gotta punch him in the face?
None of your business is what?
Ich verstehe. Let's return to our task, Snake.
I will say it's kind of weird that he happened to follow them. Like, last we knew, Wolf was measuring out cocaine, and Sebastian was like, we're out of red wine. How do I get there? And it was also very simple instructions. Wolf just said that they were simple instructions. They were also simple instructions, and he just happened to do that. Now, an argument could be made that he could feel the wall shifting. You know, it's not exactly a quiet thing to have happen. But, I don't know, it's weird that he was just that he was there and ready.
Good. I will have your head if you come back here.
I best not then.
He's asking a lot, isn't he? Says Oscar incredulously.
Sure, it's a good thing that Oscar was able to slip through the cracks.
And there's plenty more where that came from.
No, I'm already full.
But you had just a few nibbles, and that's your first one. Who's there? It's a werewolf! Get down now! That hurt.
Don't change his voice when his eyes glow. It would be so much better if his voice did not change. You hear like this very happy guy be like, "You hurt me," and then you just, "Oh, that hurt." It would be so much better, in my opinion, as an epic ADR director, with absolutely zero credits to my name.
What's all that noise? What happened here?
Apparently, the werewolf is afraid of Sebastian. So that's a good thing to note.
A werewolf came through the window.
I'm gonna nab that mangy skin changer. Halt on! Die Wölfe verstruben eine Art Miasma. Du wirst verflucht sein.
Huh? What are you barking about?
I'll explain later. Cease
Barking
your
about.
chase for now.
What is all this yelling?
My lady,
Explain, Wolf.
a werewolf went up to the guests.
That's not possible. They'd never do such a thing.
No more, please. I'm scared. Make it stop.
Make ready, Wolfram. The Emerald Witch must return to work.
Ja,
Mein Lehnsherren?
Do not worry. I am the Emerald Witch. I will protect all in this village without fail.
No, by the way, for the one or two comments about do I want the idea of is she trapped to answer the question? No. No. Maybe. No. The problem is that I read all of the comments. Like, if I was getting, like, I don't know, I get about 30-ish, 20, 30 comments a video. If I was getting, like, 100 times that, then maybe you could spoil it and I just wouldn't catch it. But, no. Have I mentioned how I enjoy when episode names and titles and stuff like that share a common theme? So I really appreciate the his butler with every episode, which I always knew was gonna happen. Patterns, I can catch a pattern or two. This just reminds me of Elden Ring. I forgot I made a reference to Elden Ring, Dark Souls in the last episode. And then just to come down that shadowy passageway into like a big thing like that, it should be an elevator. Elevator. Edgar? Was that it? Edgar? What? Edgar is one of them. Edgar, Wild. I think it was Edgar.
Now ends your wait. O guardians of the forest. O werewolves.
So, I don't know if they were trying to hide it or not, or maybe I'm just such a good geo-guesser. But yeah, I was right about the idea that there are multiple werewolves, not just one, which still makes me think that this big boy over here is a werewolf. I don't remember if they, like I said, I don't remember if they were trying to hide that fact or not, and I just decided that it was, or if it always was, and I just was right. Intentionally? I wasn't right, I was just following the story along.
I am the Emerald Witch, the Glinda Sullivan. Werewolves, behold my Orphic Varkings. Soon I will have finished my weaving of the ultimate spell. Its life-giving magic will sustain you. You need not worry. So I beseech you, please, quench the fires of your rage.
Human transmutation is bad. Edward. Dogman.
It's all right now. You can come out of there, yeah?
You need to get back to your resting and the like.
I don't want to be here. I hate it. I want to go home.
All right, simmer down, smile, says Gerda soothingly.
Shut up! This place frightens me.
Without exception, my orders are to be absolute. Is that clear?
I am currently reminded of a comment that I was going to save for the end of this video as I've been reading comments. I've been having fun. Ah, there it is. No, not a thumbs down. I meant to read more. Benedict says, here's a riddle for you I cannot currently decipher. Who stole the candy from my tummy? And this makes me think of that. So, when I read that, my immediate thought was, who stole... Well, let me write this down. Who stole the candy from my tummy? Sebastian refers to Ciel's soul as sweet, and that would also make sense for being from stealing the soul from Ciel. So I don't know if it's Ciel saying who took my soul, or my bigger theory is who stole the candy from my tummy would be Sebastian saying, I have a contract for this sweet soul. It's already mine. I've practically already eaten it. And my theory is that Sebastian wants to know who ruined Ciel. Look at this. This is the Ciel that Sebastian wants to eat. But the Ciel that's shown right now, we've never seen anything like this.
Shut up! This place frightens me.
And then that look just is solidifying that is my theory for the answer to that riddle.
Without exception, my orders are to be absolute.
I can't believe Minetta made a return or made an appearance.
Is that clear, Sebastian?
No! I want to go home right now! Right now!
I wonder how much of this Sebastian is going to be able to take. Because in the last episode, Sebastian was talking about how when teaching the Emerald Witch... I'm so sorry, I can't remember her name other than that. I apologize to a fictional character. He was talking about how teaching her manners required not babying her and not letting things slide, like actually, teaching. And I wonder at what point Sebastian's just gonna get, pissed off. He is a demon after all. He's no saint. At what point is he gonna basically tell Ciel to buck up?
Oh dear. We've stumbled into quite the quagmire.
Well, Hippo done us in, but he's finally back in bed, he is.
How's he gonna get back to normal if we can barely convince him to sleep?
Unorthodoxy, perhaps another shock. An eye for an eye, as the old saying goes.
We'll have none of that. The young master is in great emotional turmoil, and repose is the best course of treatment for such interior afflictions. Succumbing to our impatience now would only harm him. We must let him recover in his own time.
I only just realized the guy who plays Tanaka is the same guy who plays that Shingi's. Isn't he just like a street performer thief who is really pathetic, but is hanging around hanging around Scar and is it Ranmao? Ranmao's the assassin. I can't remember. I don't know. I think of that character all the time. Anyway, sorry. Recognizing voice actors that I didn't before.
Here's what don't make sense. What is this?
Are you guys sick of like if you were to sit? Let me know in the comment. Would you be clearly this is a YouTube video with commentary. This is the whole point of it. But if it was you and me sitting down to watch something, and I was like pausing every once in a while to be like, okay, but why? What is going on? I don't make like this is all stuff that usually goes in my head. I don't say it out loud. That's why I'm venting about it here on the interwebs. But I would pause to be like, oh, I know that guy. He's actually playing this guy. And I would do that.
Miasma.
Let me know if that would bother you.
What would make the young master so disturbed? This whole cursed business sounds like a bunch of bollocks to me. Jiminy Christmas, I'm done with this occult.
Jiminy Christmas. I thought only the conductor from Polar Express said Jiminy Christmas. And Moist Critical. And because of that, I say Jiminy Christmas.
Butler! We're off now. There's a village assembly about Herr Werewolf. Behave yourself, ja?
Seems this case is outside even my expansive expertise.
Oi, where's he going?
I suppose I'll continue to sit and observe.
Sorry, important stuff's gonna happen, but now I'm at a point where I'm thinking about a question I had earlier today, and I'm like, oh, I was driving then, but now I have a phone to look up the answer. So, you know how, like, in the Attack on Titan opening is Pfeiffer und Bogen? I don't know German, but it sounds like Pfeiffer und Bogen would be like fight and live. But I wanted to see if that was true. So Google Translate. It's actually bow and arrow. And then there was actually a word before that which meant crimson. Crimson bow and arrow. Which I don't understand what a crimson bow and arrow would be. Because it starts off in the beginning. And it seems kind of important. Anyway. Da Queen. Yo, what if we got Da Queen from Chicago, bud? We should have a Da Queen from Chicago. We're already invading over and we're not invading, excuse me, pardon me. It's just that we're politely asking if we can get into the Pope and the Popelage and Catholics. I saw a Freedom Tune thing pop up on my TikTok, and it was just the Pope being like, "Da Bears." I know that's a meme that's going around right now. I get it. It's gonna be very dated soon, if not already. But Duh, Queen. The Queen.
Your Majesty, the analysis of the werewolf's forest sample has been completed. I have the report.
Okay, that's not so. I'm still trying to remember what is and is not canon. These guys are just really good at their job, but I remember Angela being. Was it Michael / Angela who was an angel? I know Angela's right, but there was. I think Michael was the other one, and I couldn't remember quite if it was just like these guys are really good at their job, or if they were angelos.
Or here, if you wish to read it.
Oh, wonderful! You may leave it on the table for me.
Yes.
How the devil did he get that sample to us so quickly? The lad's still in Germany, isn't he?
Can't say, but he has the criminal underworld well under his thumb. I expect he has an odd delivery route or two.
Odd seems to be the order of things with that lot.
Odd?
Oh no. This is terrible.
Jiminy Christmas, it's terrible.
Your Majesty.
I'm just sick with fear, John. What should we do?
Keep calm, mein liebes Frauchen. I'm right here with you.
Oh, my dearest Albert, you are! Have you been here the whole time?
I want you to know that I was not ready for Aaron Dismuke to be doing anything. I am always happy whenever I hear him, if I'm being honest, and I don't really know why, other than the fact that Alphonse Elric. But I wasn't ready for this. I'm not mentally prepared for this scene.
I'm always by your side, so stay strong, dearest Victoria.
Quite right. I shall, Albert. I shall. For the sake of a more wonderful world, I must unleash the hunter and finally be rid of those menacing wolves.
I agree. Is that black or green? I'm pretty sure black stamp means, somebody died. I don't know what green is.
It's so unlike you, stopping dead in your tracks this way. I'm scared. But what is there to be scared of? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Then why stay where you are? Why not move into the light? Of course I know, because you're no mystery to me. Shall I prove it to you then? Proof is the thing you're too scared to look at. The proof of your sin.
This conversation is supposed to sound deep, and it's just not.
I'm sorry. That was mean for me to say. But if it hurt enough for you to make that face, you don't have to go. If you stay, nothing will ever hurt you again. Take your time.
Yay.
When you're ready, you can decide.
Poor thing.
Big news, Black. Oscar's back from scouting.
Oscar. I was wrong. Edgar's close. I don't think he has an Edgar. Does he have an Edgar? I think he does have an Edgar, but that... Anyway.
Anything to report?
Something big, old boy. The scoop of the century, Oscar remarks gaily.
I'm an adult.
Of course, Herr Werewolf is angry with us. They are outsiders in the castle, and they are men at that.
How many more must be hurt or suffer worse fates?
Please, Saint Helen.
Only you can protect our village. You must rid us of the outsiders. Emerald Witch! Why do you not act? Would you see us suffer? Sacrifice another villager for the man you harbor!
No, I would never!
Yet you remain obsessed with the outside world. Thus you neglect your duty to complete the ultimate spell! Only by finishing it can you quell the werewolf's rage!
Very well. I will not fail you. They will be gone before tomorrow's end.
Thank you, my lady. You have saved us all.
Vielen Dank.
I can rest easy tonight.
Wolfram, you look rather displeased. Don't tell me you've forgotten your role.
Of course not. I am my lady's. No. The Emerald Witch's butler. That is my function.
I am relieved to hear that. I'll leave it to you to see them off.
I don't know. I don't know why. I have no idea what the townsgirls, those three of them. I don't know. Maybe not even the three. It might just be the one. But I don't know what they have to gain from keeping people here. Like I don't understand what this area. I don't understand what the play is. I don't know what there is to gain by keeping the Emerald Witch here. I don't know what there is to gain. Like I guess that the ultimate, I don't know, the ultimate spell, which is going to be, I don't know, the ultimate spell, like, why couldn't they just do that on their own, you know what I mean? Why do they need decades of Emerald Witches to perfect it or something? I don't know, again, I keep going back to immortality, and I think about, maybe the spell is keeping everyone there eternally young, and the Emerald Witch doesn't know that that's what is happening. She just knows that it's keeping the wolves at bay. And the wolves are, I would assume, amoral or under the control of, could be anyone for any reason, but it would just be under them under the Whammons to scare the Emerald Witch and other people to not come here because they have the secret to immortality. But they also live in just such like a disheveled town. It's not like they live like they're living the lap of luxury. I don't know. It's weird. Yo.
Huh? There's werewolves underneath the castle?
But Miss Seedling can't be illegal from, can she?
I should think so. They all stood and watched her while she did something, Oscar says while swallowing.
What do you mean by something?
Something like... Like something, says Oscar defensively.
Why'd I even ask? Snake's not gonna know much about anything.
How dare you, sir? I'll have you know we can remember as far back as yesterday.
Wordsworth loudly interjects.
Wasn't that Oscar?
Why'd I even ask? Snake's not gonna know much about anything.
How dare you, sir? I'll have you know we can remember as far back as yesterday.
Wordsworth loudly interjects.
Wordsworth.
Hold on. The little witch girl seemed truly panicked when the young master was attacked. That can't be an act, no, sir.
It was the same with that poor villager. Her distress was genuine then, too. Perhaps all this violence has, in truth, been entirely out of her hands.
Then what are we waiting for? Just pop on down there and see all the strangeness yourself. I mean, they left us alone.
That will not be as easy as you believe. There's a talisman at the entrance to the secret door. I suspect it alerts the house to the presence of intruders through occult-like means.
So that's what sent the beast running after us, eh? Says Oscar.
Well, there's your answer.
Surmising.
Yes. It isn't too much of an impediment, I suppose. Now listen. It's possible Wolfram will return before I do. If that happens, you must keep him occupied.
Right, and why do we need to do that?
I'm a butler to the Phantom Hive family. If I can't slip in undetected, I'm not worth my salt. Brute force. So effective, yet so very indelicate.
So true.
A fountain? How ostentatious.
The pit of despair. How very elegant.
I would assume this must be the Emerald Witch's staff. Some variety of calcite, I think. Ah, the Theban alphabet. How terribly nostalgic. O, P, F, C, H. Surely it can't be.
OPFCH. Opfch. That is scary, I will say.
Wir sind zurück. Hier sind die Zutaten für morgen. Hm. Wo ist er?
Oh, blast it. How are we supposed to occupy him when we don't speak his bloody language?
I wish Benny were here. Then we'd understand him a little.
Hörst du mich überhaupt? Wo ist der Butler?
No, sprechen you.
Did Deutsch. Silly goose.
No, stop it. Not
Stay perfectly still, unless you want to be bitten. Say. Go. I beg your forgiveness, Fräulein. That was most discourteous. I'd best put this rake outside so we can cool his head.
I'm very interested to see what Oscar sniffed out, but that certainly happened. And I am uncomfy.
Do come along, Snake.
Tomorrow you will leave. Verstanden. We can't afford to anger Herr Werewolf any more than we have.
Indeed, we can't.
You're such a pig, Oscar, admonishes Emily. No, I didn't jump down that woman's dress to bury my face in her ample bosom, all right? I was smelling her, Oscar says defensively. And I've sniffed out another scoop. That doe-eyed lass, she smelled of werewolf. Truly, explains Oscar.
Verily.
That is a scoop. So many implications.
Please excuse my interruption.
Did that just speak?
Sorry for the bother. Her Majesty requested that I deliver this to you.
The Queen's personal horsekeeper, John Brown.
Well. So, the plot doth thicken. They are also werewolves. Many werewolves. Werewolves of the were variety. Wolves of the I don't know how to continue this. Anyway, that was certainly something. We're building. Definitely a building episode. We're building into das Episoden, where Ciel gets over his fear and where we find out what's really going on with his town. These ladies are werewolves, but I don't know what that means. I don't think the whole town is werewolves. I don't think they all ingested some sort of, like, spinal fluid to become titans. So I'm really just kind of at a lot, like, I don't know. Like, we're just so close, and yet there's so much to know, and I'm definitely I'm very excited for the next episode. And this was only episode 5, which means we've still got the majority of the season left to go, and that's pretty epic gamer poggers moment. My riffing ability is not as good as it used to be. I do apologize. I apologize deeply for the fact that my ability to riff is not. Butlers and Booblers. Very epic. I was thinking about that for so long. 2509 is just me completely missing dude getting shot in the face. Mila, art store. Do you have art? Oh, you have artisms? Speed painting and Cloud Strife. I love that music. Unfortunately, copyright. I have to mute it. How it started. Art's ending. Very, very good. I am jealous of the ability to draw, but there's so many things that I want to put time into, and art just isn't one of them, and I will allow other people to be better at it than me. I'm okay with that. But anyway, you're very welcome. I'm very happy that you keep wanting to watch and coming back. It means a lot that you're coming back, which means be sure to hit the subscribe button to be notified when I upload these videos, because they're very sporadic, because I don't have time like I used to. So that's why it's like close and then spread apart and then close and then regular length. My thumbnail looks gorgeous. It looks so good, doesn't it? Like, I don't understand. It was the same thought process that I usually have whenever I make something. I just put a little bit of effort into blooding up the robes and usually having like a subject block and allow like one piece of art and another storytelling bit to be have the transition with an entire art piece in the forefront to split it down the middle. I mean, it was the same thought process I usually have. It just looked good, and I'm glad that you think so. Who stole candy from my tummy? We talked about this, and it hurts me, and I'm scared, honestly. Tanaka is implied to be a feudal samurai. Didn't the end of the samurai happen? I was gonna say that was like the late 1800s, I think, because there was a time at which there was like I think a 30-year period where Abraham Lincoln could send a fax to a samurai, a pirate, and I think the Roman Empire was still around. Technically, remnants of Rome was still around. I think that's what the 5th part was. A cowboy. That's what it was. A cowboy. All of those things happened within like 30 years. Anyway, that's cool. NC Poppy. I feel protective of CL. I did until this episode. This episode, I'm starting to get to the point where I'm like, I'm feeling what all of the other butlers and maids are feeling. I'm just kind of like in that, like, how long is this gonna be? You're glad to hear that the tournament is still gonna be a thing you submitted to? Yeah, you did. It will be. I promise. I'm gonna get to it. I like that we now know that Ciel is the one who saved Finney, unlike Sebastian who picked the other two. That's why he's so loyal to him. Love to get to the point with his servants' backstories animated. You may not think that they're interesting now, but one of them, not spoiling whose, made you cry like a baby. Yeah, I mean, they're all very loyal to Ciel, but I can understand that. And I do want to see their backstories if they do it right, if they give them a proper full episode or a proper full episode, because Finney didn't get like enough, in my opinion. It was more of a, do you remember why? And then just kind of cuts to stuff that we already knew. That's why. I just like fleshed out backstories, not kind of like half done. Or you give them like the full show, like Assassination Classroom, amazing example, and My Hero is pretty good about the characters for the most part. Some of them I don't really like. I've been watching My Hero. I'm gonna give you a review once that's done. I had always said that I did not like My Hero, or at least the stands of it, and I am watching it, and I'll give you my review when I'm done with it. The Ciel theory has existed at earliest since 2009. It was confirmed in 2017. And the plot twist was polarizing. Yeah, I think 2017 would be roughly when I heard about it for the first time. 2017, 2016, 2017, 2018, somewhere in that 2 years, 16 to 18. The number of Black Butler fans severely deceased in 2017. Heard rumors that fans didn't like the plot went as far as to send death threats. Well, that sucks that they send death threats, but if there's one weirdo for every 1,000 people, I have 2 weirdos. Even I have 2 real crazy people in my audience. And that does suck. But I would still say that I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not. I don't know. I'm so, like, I don't like the idea of 2 Ciels. I don't think that's going to be good, but I am willing to have my mind changed by hearing how it plays out, seeing how it plays out. Oh, and I want to say, I got plenty of comments talking about how you guys have actually been eating properly. Good for you. Good for you. Now just to practice what I preach is about halfway through the video. Is it foreshadowing a future co-host? Not on purpose. Not on purpose. It just happened to be that, lo and behold, just happened to be here while I was recording. Remind me to never go dining with me. So like, I'm done with the silverware on the plate. Glad to hear it. I don't remember what that part was. To take a break from work, because I don't. Oh yeah, I get to take a break from work when I read comments. It is nice. It is really nice when I get to read comments. I did that a couple of times, actually. Did you actually want us to answer? I talked about that a little bit in the episode more. No, don't. Yeah, I don't know. Like, there's big lore stuff, and then there's just kind of like, nah, I don't really care about that. If you're just like dropping, it's like, actually, the Undertaker's the one who's in charge of all of it. Then I'd be upset. Mostly because it's the Undertaker again. And Yam, I do appreciate you stopping by. I know some Spanish, but not enough to respond in Spanish. But also, this was a good comment, just talking about wanting to see the Phantom Hive servant stories be animated. So thank you to everyone who commented and everyone who's checking out the Patreon. If you want to see more videos like this, especially more regularly, please feel free to check out and support your boy over on Patreon, link in the description, and I will see all of you in the next episode in about a week. It'll be a little later. I've got some filming to do for a Star Wars short film project that I've been working on for so long, and we're doing that this weekend. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace!